started?
Yeah, it started now.
Oh, did you say hello to everyone?
No, hold on, I'm just gonna... Right then, hello everyone and welcome to pre-season here in the 5th season of GRL Global Racing League. And we're at the Hungaroring. Say hello Josh and Spray.
Hello.
Hello, everybody.
I hope the stream can hear you both, but yeah.
Oh, two of us are racing later on, aren't we?
Well, it's practice and then we'll move on to short quali and then
A race,
a race, yeah.
Yep. If you guys missed yesterday, we had the team announcements, didn't we, Spray? For those of you who were here for that. Spray, are you there, lad? I don't think he is, but oh well.
What was
Yeah.
it?
We had our team announcements yesterday, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
And who have you got as your teammate?
Go slow, isn't it? Yeah, I guess go.
I
yeah,
got
go
Mack in the McLaren, and you got Ferrari, haven't you?
slow. And you're gonna get done.
No. Well, Alfie's here too, but Alfie's going to be the main commentator for this tier this year.
Yeah,
So,
not me anymore.
Not you well anyway.
I've done my outing.
The
Oh,
reason
we
I'm
may
here
come in
today-
for one weekend.
True, we got to wait ages though for the next F1 race, but oh well. Alfie, do you want to tell us the 13 drivers then and what cars they're in for us? 'Cause you're the main commentator, so.
So, we've got Plain Cookie. I'm pretty sure he's new, and he's in Red Bull. I think he's in Red Bull. Yeah, he's in Red Bull. And then we've got Nilsey in the Alpine. We've only got 13, so I won't be able to run through every single driver this evening, but
Yeah, just saying, Alfie, one driver who's here is in tier 1, and that's May.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah, no. And then we've got
This
Curly
season
in the
we've
McLaren.
We've had a lot of changes, haven't we, Spray?
There's a lot.
A lot.
Six.
Yeah.
6 of the drivers have moved from tier 2 to tier 1.
Including
Because I
myself.
think,
Including myself.
including yourself, you good with the championship, so it is expected.
Yeah, right. I think the tier 2 people are getting fast in tier 1 now, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean it's gonna happen, but I'll do my best to prevent it.
But we all missed OG tier 2 though. The first ever season of tier 2 was in.
Well, no, it wasn't my tier 2. It was season 2, wasn't it?
No, season 1 of tier 2.
Was it actually, yeah, that one's a good season.
That's what I'm saying, the OG
Alfie, were
tier.
you there for that season?
Yeah, I was. I don't think Alfie was.
Yeah.
What was that?
But you weren't here for season 3, right? For GRL. You
Yeah,
only
I
came in
was.
season 4.
I raced in round 19 Abu Dhabi, season 3, I think.
Oh yeah, you did. Yeah, I remember now. And you did a little bit of season 4, and then you left, and then come back.
Yeah, and then I left for a bit, then also.
Well, obviously, and in GRL guys, obviously, you know, Alfie's main commentator, but also we can talk as much. It's only pre-season, it's all about talking today, guys.
Yeah,
if you guys didn't know, me and Alfie are both super good drivers, and you guys want to tell what your favourite teams are, guys? Mine's McLaren and Lando Norris. What about you, Alfie? Who's your favourite driver?
well, mine's
team.
Lewis. Not
Yeah.
because he has 7 world championships, but yeah, it's Lewis and
He's
Mercedes.
British, makes sense. Yeah.
And Mercedes
Who's
as well.
Yep. Spray, who's your favourite team driver?
Lance fucking Stroll.
Lance and Aston Martin, lovely. Good. Yeah, guys, we just missed that, but Mosquito does, and also May set lap times. I think these are all on the hard tyres except Mosquito, who's been in tier 2. I think, is that right, Spray? That Mosquito's been in tier 2 all the time since tier 2's been began.
I don't think he's had a trial in tier 1 yet. I can't tell you for
I think
certain,
he's
but
in just tier 2. Because I'm surprised. I think he should be capable for tier 1 next season. Hopefully in season 6 he gets his opportunity. But yeah, because
I think it's probably the appropriate time to. We only have 13 drivers with us here, but I can go through every driver for every team. We do have one team missing, which is Haas. But apart from
We
that,
have no
every
drivers
seat
for
is
Haas, don't we?
filled. Yeah,
No, we
so
don't.
Mercedes, we have Spandon, and we have Srixon, who's a very good driver combo
We'll
for
call
me.
him Daz. We'll call him Daz in parties. Call him Daz, mate. Daz, yeah. just
Then
call
we
him Daz.
have in the Red Bull seat, we have I think 2 new guys, Arcel and Aaron. So that is
Playing Cookie's not new. He was here last season.
Yeah,
Aaron's
and then
new.
Immortal Aaron. I don't know anything. I've never
We don't know
seen this guy.
about. We know about Cookie. He raced a couple of races. He's a very good driver.
Ferrari is
Obviously,
a
just seen
very.
Dustman.
Ferrari had a. This is a wiggle for me because it's Mosquito and Vicky. I watched both of them during the last season.
Vicky was reserved last year, and Mosquito
Vicky
was
was a good driver, but Mosquito did have a rough time last year at Mercedes with the Fate.
just like you,
They-
Ghost did.
For me, for me, they were a top 5 driver combination, but they ended up finishing 9th. I'm not sure what due to, because I think they are still at good pace, but I think it was a lot of circumstances where they would be getting unlucky. So hopefully they can bounce back. Then we have the loyal combination with Curly and Vabscappen, but
Yep.
not at Alfa Romeo now. They're at
McLaren.
So they're changing from the Ferrari power unit to the Mercedes to see if it can bring them any
I think
more
they
luck.
didn't want the master plan, didn't they? I think they've done like the master plan, didn't they?
Yeah.
And for me,
What
this
for
is
the
probably
car?
the strongest driver combo. In the Alpine, it's Nilsi and Voxy. I'm still going to call him Voxy. It's not Voxo, it's
Voxo,
Voxy.
mate. It's Voxo.
Me and Will anyway, we've discussed this so many times with me and Will anyway, but I'm not changing. Voxy.
Yeah, guys, I'll be honest with you. Speaking about those two, I think these two could be a very good contention for Tier 2 this year. Compared to everyone else, it's between Voxo and Nilsi, between the two Alpines, probably going to take it away. You could say Spandel and Das could be involved in it as well, and also, he's not here, but Benjamin, Esports Wales Benjamin.
Yeah,
He could be-
Benjamin's got a real shot.
He's got
he
a good
has some
chance. I think
ties.
this season it's going to be a close, it's going to be a good championship. Hopefully.
I don't think there's a standout team for me. Now, AlphaTauri, you've got Storm and F, I believe.
F,
We haven't
yeah.
seen much of F.
He was in it
raced-
last year, but he was racing at Williams last year.
I
but
didn't
he's
see him a
started
lot.
missing.
Alfa Romeo,
Which-
we have our favourite driver. I think it isn't Sport Billy Condis, isn't it?
I
not.
do not know, mate. I don't know because I
thought it was
I don't know most
Condis.
of the drivers.
So I know he's gonna be called Brix. Oh, he's Brixton Bully. Never mind, wasn't he?
Oh, Brixton. Oh, Condis.
And unfortunately, Ivy Whiffle has been demoted a tier, but I think tier 2 could be his year for him. To be honest, he's
I
definitely
think
going to be up there.
I think he might
if
have
he
just
can
gone
show
down to
up
make
for
sure
the
he
race.
makes more races. Probably just make
And
sure he
as I
makes.
said, once again, Haas is vacant, which is a bit unfortunate, but those seats will be
Please,
filled.
we need two
I'm-
drivers. Please join the server, please, guys.
Then
Please.
Aston Martin, we have Benjamin and Apex. As we said, none of them are here today, but I think that's a strong
May's reserve, and I
combination.
think May's just racing in this one because he can't make this 8 o'clock
Yep.
one.
I think Apex can really help out Benjamin because Apex is a good driver himself, but I
know
see
Apex
Benjamin as
won a
more
lot
of the
these.
title
He's a very good
contender.
driver. Apex is a really good driver.
Then our final
Super good.
team is Williams, who once again it's a strong combination with Wilfred and Chartman. For me, constructors is between Williams and Mercedes. I think.
You think?
Yeah,
I think
I've
Williams
got to agree.
and-
Go on, Alfie, what was you saying then?
I've got to say I've got to agree, but I think Alpine
Yeah.
have a shot at this as well. So.
Alfie,
Well,
probably
yeah,
gonna
for about
box it.
Alpine.
Yeah.
Should we? Who do we think? So, who's the think constructors? Are you?
Alpine.
Alfie says Alpine.
Alpine,
You say
Alpine
Alpine.
right up, mate.
Yeah.
Too
I
strong.
like Williams.
Williams have a good chance, but depends state.
I like
You know.
Williams. And what about drivers? Who's your top 2?
Spandan and Watson. Because I know
And who
Spandan
wins
from
it?
last year, he was a really good teammate. Spandan was a great teammate.
Yeah,
Who
it
wins
helped
it
you
for
win the constructors.
Spandon
So
or Voxy?
Spandan, because he was,
Yeah,
'cause he was my
Spandan.
teammate last year. I have to go Spandan. I want Spandan to win. And if he
Alfie.
wins, he will get that tier 1 seat and he will be my teammate next season. Sorry, Mac, but Spandan will
Oh,
be my
Mac.
teammate next season.
Wow.
oh man.
Because
Already, there's all not great teamwork shown from you boys
Because no,
already.
the good thing about Spandan is, right, I can tell you guys now from last season, when I was obviously, we was on a voice chat, right, he knew about the championship battle. He knew about the constructors and the drivers championship. He knew if he just kept on holding people up, getting the highest positions possible, he know he can get at least the top 5. He got everything in like 9th in the championship from his half races, I think he only did 8 races, and come 9th. So, he's a great teammate, and I hope he does the same to Daz, and I hope he does the same thing to him. So that's what I'm saying, yeah?
Well, there's a lot of loyalty from you to Mac, I must say. A lot of loyalty.
There's some moments off the track because we race in other leagues together, and also we're teammates in Karma Racing League as well. You guys know what Karma? Obviously, me and Spray used to race in this, and
we all love Karma Racing League.
Are you back in the Karma now? Because I'm still in it.
Yeah, as a reserve.
What team are you in? Reserve? I'm at Ferrari.
Alfie, who's your money on? Obviously, you didn't watch a lot of... Did you watch Tier 2 last year, or are you not aware of it?
I watched mainly the first 2 races, didn't I, where I commentated.
He commentated the race that I bottled it on. That's what I can say.
Yeah, Jeddah.
Yeah. Don't want to talk about it, please.
I watched it.
Get it out of my misery.
Obviously, you've not got a lot of understanding about these drivers, but who's your money on for Drivers' Championship?
Well, obviously, Spandam was a great driver to Josh last season, giving him the championship or whatever, but I've got to give it to Spandam, because...
Yeah, Spandam's got a good chance.
Yeah.
For me... Who's better out of Chartman and Wilfred? I'm trying to remember.
Wilfred.
I remember they were both up there.
It's Wilfred. Sorry to that. But Chartman, you're a good driver, mate, but Wilfred's a super good driver. I've known him from ROL, he's a great driver.
My prediction is going to be...
You want to win him to win so bad, because I know last season you wanted Wongfi to win, instead of me.
I like Wongfi, yeah, I like Wongfi.
You don't like me, don't you? Because I won the championship now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, and I've got a special role. You only got a little... Hold on, a little red roll, haven't you? May's just spun at this.
Yep, I was watching him then.
Yeah.
Honestly, for our 5th season of GRL, we thought we might as well go big. We have a 20 race calendar.
So well, we do it every year, don't we? We do it every 2 seasons. We do like a short calendar, like a little short calendar, 16 seasons.
But we've never had 20.
We had 19. We went to have 20 last season 3 last year, at the start of this year, but they reduced it to 19 because the track they wanted to add wasn't going to come into the game. I think it was.
It's because we didn't do Sochi. We voted against it, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, with the war you played. Got it. With Sochi one. No, we replaced it with Monza.
Yeah, we replaced. Oh, we replaced it.
Yeah, it was what track was it? That's it. I think they put a vote out saying about Monaco, Monaco on the calendar. Everyone voted and then just removed it last second, I think. Yeah, probably removed Monaco. But I bet you next season 7, right? It'll be a full 24 race calendar with all 24 tracks. Yeah. That would be amazing, wouldn't it?
It'd be very long,
it
but
would be good.
It would be good. Very long, but good.
And they have a little mini season. I think they're going to do mini season again. If it's going to be a mini season, I don't mind anyone as my teammate. As long as they help me, then good. You know what I mean?
I'm actually loyal to my teammates, so I'll stick with Ghostly.
Yeah, how long have you been with him? Like 2 seasons?
This is my... Oh, May spun again.
See, I wouldn't mind being with you and Ghostly. I just don't want to be with Dylan or Mac. Mac, I don't mind you this season. Like you in the McLaren.
I hope Mac's listening to this. I hope he is.
Mac, I actually don't mind you in the McLaren, but in any other car, you're probably going to go aggressive on me. I actually know that.
I started. Obviously, we would have been KRL together.
Yeah.
And then Daddy split us up because I beat him in a practice race. He was like, "Oh, I'm going to go with you." and then, but the thing is, we didn't know each other before that, so the stars was like a line for us. It was meant to be, because we were both at Ferrari or a Mercedes together. Then he moved me, so it was all meant to be. And then I joined GRL. I was with Mac in the Alpine.
Yeah.
Then in the mini season, I was with Ghostly. Then this season, I was with Ghostly. Then now this season,
Ghostly was with me. Wanted to be with me for the first season.
Wow.
But obviously it didn't took me off him away from him. But the problem is, guys, listen, the 2 people I've been teammates with the most, and this is true, right? Obviously, this is not in GRL, this is not in KRL, this is not in any other league that I know all you lot in. One of my mates, right, called Barney, right? He's obsessed with me being his teammate, right? But he's just Nicholas Latifi. He just likes crashing. Like, I don't get it. I really don't. Do you get what I mean? Like, you have a teammate that you've got a mate who's a really good driver, but he just crashes all the time. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
There's always
I
one
had that
person.
as well. I had that as well.
I don't mind like anyone being my teammate, but if you just keep on crashing or just keep on doing stupid stuff, then don't bother being my teammate. That's what I'm saying. Obviously, I think Watso's just fun. So yeah.
Yeah. In the mini season for me, I think I was in the Haas. I remember. I can't remember who my team.
Yeah,
Was
I think I was in the Alpha, right? Huh? Yeah, I was in the Alpha.
Yeah, you was.
And now the Alpines are now trading position. Nusi, well, he's only practice.
He's on the softs, and then
he has
Watso's
gone
following his lap.
quicker
So
than his teammate.
I think Watso would have gone fastest, but he spun. So.
Yeah,
Is there any
pushing a
dark
little bit too
horses for
hard.
you boys this season?
Nah, I can't be honest with you. I don't know. Nah, mate, I don't know. Because I think Tier 2, right, isn't the same as it was been the last few seasons.
Although it's not.
No, I'm
still
not saying
good.
about the drivers. I'm just saying about the amount of competitiveness. Because obviously, last season we had a lot of good battles, right? You had me, May, Panda, Just Mo Man, and Opa Game all battling it out for the title. But the problem was, when we, like, the constructors was a bit, you know, we'll say dominated by Aston, right? I know it took the final race, but it was kind of dominated. But, like, hopefully this year we have a team that surprises us. That, hold on, we thought they're not going to be that so good. So, for example, not being rude, guys, Curly and Wabby, right, in the McLaren, right? We all predict, because obviously we understand, right? They're probably predicted to be 5th, 6th, or 7th in the Constructors' Championship, right? They will. I hope Curly or Wabby, get a lot of podiums and push that team up into the top 3 in the championship, because those two have a lot of potential to be a very good team, and I hope they will. And that's. I mean,
Whenever I did my commentators last year, I've seen Curly very slowly come better at the game. And I think last season it really showed because he was pulling off some Fernando Alonso level defending.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even I
As
struggled
much
to get
as-
past him at Abu Dhabi to say least, man. I was up behind him for a lot.
I think Curly did struggle a bit on pace wise last season, which is it can happen no matter what. But I think his defending and his general driving was very impressive.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And he had that like 3-man overtake at Brazil.
Yeah.
So I've got no doubt Curly will be up there. So is Verstappen. I think Verstappen's a bit more. He takes a lot more risks than Curly. I think Curly likes to get the races finished.
Mate, I'll be honest with you, yeah? I'll disagree with you. Wabby's more patient.
Really? I disagree. I think Wabby's a bit more aggressive.
I'll be honest, at the time I've known Wabby, I've never seen him being actually aggressive. I know he's really patient. Ever since I've known him. But the one person at the group that's really aggressive, I can't wait to see him in the Aston May this year, is Panda. It's going to be amazing. He's just going to go so aggressive on all. He's just going to say, if he gets stuck behind someone, he'll just go for the move. I just have a feeling. And same with Norwood this year. Because Norwood could win the championship this year with Tom, and that's a good pairing. I'm not being rude.
The thing is, I was a bit, I'm not gonna lie, I was confused when I saw Panda in Tier 1. I was like, I don't have a lot of experience racing or seeing Panda. But according to Will anyway, he's quick. But
So you're not racing, basically, no, have you seen him in I used to commentate at TTFL. He was quick. Like,
the
he's in
only
Tier 1
league I'm with
TTFL.
him in is WTFL, and I never see him. Either he's not there or I'm not there. So that's the one person I've been surprised. But if you think Aston Martin are going to be up there,
But I think he wants to go. Obviously, if you guys don't know, Panda does hockey. I think he's gone into Tier 1 to make sure he makes more of the races as well. Same with other people. Because he plays hockey on the Saturday, and the problem is if it's a 6 o'clock race or 5:45 because of sprint qualifying or something, or full quali, he'd be like, "Oh shoot, I need to get home. I don't have time to set up and stuff, eat my dinner and stuff." Like, do you know what I mean? Good thing is now all the good people, the people that want to make it 8 o'clock, they'll have more time to eat their food. And obviously, I feel bad for Cardi because he has to do Tier 1 commentary straight after Tier 2.
it's like with me, well, anyway, we had to do this and then do Tier 1 racing.
Yeah. That's the problem, isn't it? That's the problem. And it happens to me now. But look, I had my food. early one because I went out for dinner. So.
I think the thing is, was for me when I dig up because I'm not always in the mood to play this game. Like, if I want to go FIFA or Overwatch, I'll rather play that than this
Yeah.
dog shit of a game. But for me, the one bit annoying, I don't mind the commentating. I actually found quite enjoyable, to be fair. It's just a
Commentary's
bit of a
actually
laugh.
enjoyable to do.
Yeah.
But the fact is, I would finish a comms at like 7:30, have like 15 minutes worth of practice or like a refresher on the track.
Mate, that's what you should do it on Friday night or something. That's what I do. Friday night.
I try to do as much. I try to do as much as I can. Thing is, over like the past month, I've been in like 5 different leagues just because I'm getting the fucking.
I'm
You
only
get the
in 3.
experience in of just keep on doing racing, just to make sure I get more comfortable. That's what I've been doing like the past month.
I'm only in
Which means
4. So
I've
I'm in my own one that I made myself with all my mates. GRL, BTFL, and ROL. Because and sometimes KRL, I feel like.
Hello, Curly, mate. What?
Hello. Hello, mate.
Both
How are you?
Alpines have
How are you
practiced
feeling
for
anyway? Are you
hours.
feeling better, Carly? Because obviously you weren't feeling well yesterday.
Both Alpines have practiced for hours, so they are ready for next week.
Have they? Have they? Eh?
Just put that in the chat. Called roller
We've
sim.
practiced for hours, Jesus. Okay, you're going. Okay, that's why they're so good then.
Yeah, probably. I'll probably only practice for like half an hour every
Traffic,
day.
mate's got traffic. I think some Mercedes have spat and I think he's ahead of them. It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, he keeps out of the way. Nice one, Spandan. Yeah, so
It's fun, man.
anyway, guys, talking about Tier 2, obviously Tier 1's coming on very soon. Spray, who do you think's going to win the title this year? Tier 1,
Look,
because obviously.
shit. Come on.
Who do you think? Do you think Shay again?
No, I think go slow, mate. He's ready. no, I'm kidding. I think, yeah, I mean, there's no. I would like to see it closer. I think Tom is great pace, but he's not aggressive enough in my opinion. I think like Shay is incredible. Shay is incredible.
See what he did in
we've disclosed this.
Season 3 in last race when he played against what's his name? DR Branco. Like he went so aggressive in that. I mean, he went aggressive.
But I would like to see Tom get a bit more into it this year, because realistically, it's going to be a 1-2 grid lockout. Most races, maybe par 2 or 3.
Him and get noted.
Yeah,
But the thing is, stuck in that. No, it's been in that Red Bull, right, for all the time he's been there. But this is the challenge for Tom because he hasn't been in a Red Bull power unit yet. He's always been in Mercedes. There's been a Mercedes, Ferrari power unit. This is his first time he's in a different power unit. He's not used to. I don't know if Tom's going to be used to that Red Bull power unit because he doesn't really race. Actually, no, my bad. Sorry, Tom, my bad. You race in WTFL in the Red Bull. You should be fine. Yeah, my fault. Yeah.
I would just like to see Tom get a bit more aggressive. I think, obviously, Shay is Shay. We've disclosed this, we know what he does, we know how quick he is, but there's a certain level of, if this guy's quicker than me, let's just be a bit more aggressive with him.
Be like Max. No, not you, because obviously you're too much, Max. I mean, Tom, start being more aggressive, alright?
I would just... Obviously, it's very different from real F1 to league racing, because there's a lot more penalties dished out after races due to skills decisions and stuff like that. You report a lot more. But I think there's a certain extent where Tom's lost his first championship in past, 4 seasons?
Yeah, 4 seasons.
And I just think he should just be a bit more hands-on and get his hands going. Just get in there a bit more. Maybe go for that fucking dive bomb, or maybe just take a bit more inside the line. Just fight him. I want it to be closer this year. I mean, I want myself to be further up there, obviously, but
yeah.
In terms of winning a championship standpoint, I would like to see it much closer than it was last year.
Yeah.
I think Tom can have a go at him. In
Yeah.
early points of the race, keep the pressure on, force mistakes, force early pit stops. He can definitely do it. Because so far I've been here, I haven't seen anyone match Shay in any leagues I've seen him in or I've been with him. There's not many I've seen, or actually there isn't any I've seen to match Shea. I still think Get Knowing has a chance. From what I started with him in Tier 2, and his development from then to now is a bit mad, because he's quick now. He is very fast. So, I think he's still a bit off the pace compared to Tom and Shea, but it's definitely something he can work towards. And that goes for Nice Job as well, because he's fast as well. He's up there with Tom, but he's just got those mistakes in his racing that just slows him down a bit.
Well, we'll see as the season goes on, but obviously we ain't even in the first round, so who knows what's going to happen.
It is a long season. It's a very long season.
The longest we've ever had, so yeah, anything can happen. So obviously within the next 20 rounds, anything could literally just pop out of the window. So yeah, like you said as well, Tom needs to fight a bit harder than he did last year, so that's...
I'm all for, giving respect to drivers and giving space and having a fair fight. But at some levels, when you're getting a bit desperate, it has to be done.
Yeah, especially when you're fighting for championships as well, so...
Because we know how good Shea is. So I would just like to see a bit more aggression from Tom. Because for me, he's the main sort of competitor for Shea.
And yeah, everyone wants to beat Shea as well, so...
Yeah, I mean, for years everyone wanted to beat Tom because he's won everything. Then Shea comes in, wins the championship 4 weeks before the season ends, has like 13 wins during the season. You're getting a bit like something or someone has to do something about it to make it a bit more interesting.
Well, it's more interesting anyway this season, isn't it? Because we've got a prize money this year, haven't we?
Yeah.
This season. And I feel bad for Shea and myself for not getting it last season.
Well, there's always more seasons. Josh, don't worry, there's always more.
Nah, you know what I should get? I should get a nice drink of Red Bull. That's what I've got right now. I'm happy.
Fair enough.
Who do we think got constructors for Tier 1?
Us, we're winning constructors. McLaren going to win the constructors championship.
Yep, sure, you're coming 10th.
Yeah, McLaren will win.
Me and Ghost, we're going to fluke Australia again. Just you wait. A 1-5 in Australia is happening. We're going to sign Kurt up for 1 week and just get him to hit Shea. As that's what we're getting our P9 and championship.
What's round 1 anyway? Is it Hungary this next week as well?
Yeah, so it's Hungary next week.
So we're doing this. That's why we're doing Hungary today. Then makes sense.
Yeah.
Isn't it sprint weekend for Tier 1 though as well?
Okay, brother. Imagine we have a sprint weekend on the first round. That'd be good.
Yeah, I did read on the calendar
I think
somewhere.
it's different between the two divisions for sprint racing and full qualies, but
yeah.
It is still the same calendar.
Yeah. That's just the only format that's been changed, is the sprints.
Yeah. For Tier 1 constructors, it's very, very tight, because obviously you have the obvious Shea and Tom, but then it's a battle between Nottingham well anyway. And I can't separate them by much, to be honest with you. Because they're Noted is strong on most European circuits, to be fair, but so is well anyway.
It's Tier 2, that's got a sprint.
What, this first week? Damn.
They're doing about 1, 5, 9, 13 and 17. And we got ours in 2, 6, 10, 14 and 18.
Well, anyway, says
Isn't
unclear
Monaco one of the first races of the season?
Yeah, round 3. And then that's the last race before Christmas, and then after from the 7th of January, no stops. No break.
Yeah.
So we're having Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve off.
What day is the first race after Christmas?
7th of Jan.
Yes. Come on, I'm back by then.
and then non-stop after that until the 29th of April. So we could have done all 4 rounds. We could have done all of them. But oh well. Don't worry about it. Oh well.
We've got a lot of time this season.
Yeah, I remember like last time it was like up to January, right? Right, we better shut up because Alfie, you gotta do the rundown, haven't you? You came fastest.
We'll give him quali. He's already practiced.
Yeah, it's
I know, but you gotta give the rundown. He's fastest, but don't count May out, right? May doesn't count.
No,
He's
obviously
tier
not.
1
No, obviously
out
not.
of tier 2. Alright, sorry, May,
Yes.
but you're
So
you
obviously
that.
2nd to 13th. So
Yeah.
I might as well do it when Curly goes in the pits.
Yep.
So what did we say, guys? I think Spandan's gone fastest, right?
Yeah.
Spandan fastest. Spandan's fastest. What a surprise.
Fastest, and then we've got the Alpine of Nilsi in 3rd, Das in 4th, Waxo in 5th, Curly in 6th, Storm King
Awesome.
7th, Wabstappen 8th, Mosquito 9th, Vapors Landlord 10th, Aaron 11th, Wicked 12th, yeah, I said that right, and Plain Cookie 13th, but obviously it goes up 1 position higher because of May being in the rundown, so yeah, Spandan is the fastest overall in the mark with a 118.3, so yeah, not a bad practice, and pre-season is just about to actually begin in just 5 seconds time. Right then, here we are for qualifying in pre-season testing, and we'll have the 25% race, and then after this will be tier 1 at 8 o'clock.
Isn't there a little race as well, right?
Yeah, there
Little
is a
tiny
race.
race.
Yeah, there is. Oh, let's get all the details up. Right, I get it's pre-season, but who do you think is going to get pole?
Spandan. It's obvious, mate. He got faster in practice, so he should get pole in the main race, shouldn't he?
So start qualifying now here in pre-season. Pre-season has actually basically just begun, so you can't really count practice at times, but yeah. Anything you want to talk about, lads? Anything? No?
Well, in qualifying, nothing, mate. Absolutely nothing.
Yeah, nothing's happened yet, so...
Absolutely nothing, because we talked about our gossip now. And, yeah.
Well then. So people are just now on their outlaps here in qualifying. Yep. And obviously it's short qualifying, so we don't know, well, we don't know who's going to get pole within the first 18 minutes, sorry. As people are still on their outlaps or they're in the pits, as who's the first one going to come across the line then?
Well, hang on, are Srixon and Spandon on the same team?
Yeah, they are, they're both marks.
Ooh. That could be a dangerous combination. Not for pace-wise, but for maybe hitting each other. Because they're both similar pace. So it depends who they want to give as number 1 driver.
Well, yeah, that's what we've got to look out for this season. As laps are now going to start beginning here in pre-season testing, as I think it is Storm Kings with the first one. Or was it May? Well, we don't count May at times, but we can if we want. But it's actually Storm Kings who's the first one at the tier 2 drivers. As his first sector is actually purple because May is on the mediums. Rodon is on board on the AlphaTauri. He's coming through the chicane. Brake at the 50-metre board just before. He didn't really hit that chicane too well, but there's always time for improvement.
Yeah, he
There's a
did
lot
drop
of
like a
time.
second through the chicane.
Yeah. He seems a bit shaky coming through the corners, but yeah, it should be an alright lap to be honest. Shouldn't be too bad.
This is a banker lap for me, I think.
Yeah, it definitely is. It's only the first run. May have won 17.7 on mediums. And it's a 119.4. And playing cookie goes 118.6. Also on the mediums as well.
Oh, has Newsy been blocked there by the
Daz is
Red Bull?
on fastest.
Yeah, Daz was
I'm not
on
sure,
top.
but obviously it's only a practice quali session, but I think Newsy got blocked on his lap by
That's not good,
Immortal. I
Well,
will just quickly follow Verstappen to see what he does.
well, Nilsi is invalidated anyway, so yeah.
Oh,
Sorry,
okay,
Brett,
yeah.
I've just realised something, right? You know, for this season, for pre-season, I think it should be any assist for everyone, don't it? Because it's pre-season.
Yeah.
Just
I can see. Yeah, what is there any weird assists that you could really use though?
In pre-season, it's any assist, mate. But then in the main races, it's the league's assist because I've learned
Is
that.
tier 1 no track only or medium track?
For the main races, it should be no track, but obviously for pre-season, you should use whatever you want because that's what they did last
What
season.
in tier 1 or surely that's only tier 1.
No traction, no, medium traction in tier 1, full in tier 2. But if they had a tier 3, then honestly, would have been full, wouldn't it? But
You use
yeah,
medium
I've just
track,
realised
don't
that
you?
because it's pre-season, that people have freedom. But from next weekend, from next week,
I don't see anyone changing their assists for.
I bet you there's a couple
Within a
people
week.
here using brake assist.
No,
feeling-
come on.
come on.
I have a
something.
feeling some people use it.
Let's have a look.
We'll have a look, won't we?
Yeah. Assist
'Cause-
restrictions. Brake and assist is off.
I know, and the assist, that's what I've realised, because on the assist regulations, it should be any assist at the moment.
I still some
understand.
people still use probably. I would expect full traction.
I
to
know
be the
some
max
tier
you
1
could
people
use.
might use full traction today. You never know.
No,
Not me.
I
Can't see that, Josh.
I race no track, but if it's raining, I switch to medium because I just haven't got enough experience in wet conditions with no traction. Then well, anyways, going to call me a beta for doing that. So I don't care.
Yeah.
So provisional poll at the minute is Daz with
Strickson.
117.683. Obviously, it's
Can I
the
change
softs,
my Can I change my championship predictions? Because Frickson. Well, I could do
if you
that.
want to, then yeah, that's up to you. Then.
Yeah, bet Frickson, you're my dude.
Ooh.
Well, he might be good at Hungary. Who knows? Obviously, with you know, he could go to round 2 and absolutely bottle it at a chicane or something. But who knows? So yeah, we could see Spandam win round 2, but who knows? We are missing 8 people, so we don't know their
Yeah.
pace.
I think it is a bit dangerous having 2 drivers at a similar standard. Because, especially for me and Ghostlow last season, we found each other together, or at least in qualifying and in race. It was always difficult to sort of depict of who to have as the main driver and to sacrifice someone else's race. That's one thing that we really struggled with last season. So having Strickson and Spann on the same team, who could both possibly be both championship contenders, it is a risky business.
And Daz has just gone
Well, obviously,
wide
Josh
on his
doesn't know
outlap.
anything about that because Mac is clear. We know the quicker drivers out of those pairings.
Well, anyway, I said he's clear of noted. As, but then he put, no, joking, to be honest, noted is good. So,
I remember noting in when I joined, but he wasn't he was good, but he was never where he is at now. For some reason, he's really picked up these fucking He's really picked up these new cars. And he's fast. When it's on the formation lap, I will have to do a helmet check just for everyone. Bring back the tradition. Yeah, if you get no, me and Melanie will do helmet check for every race to see who has the best helmet.
Oh, please look at mine. Please look at mine tonight. Orange and
Well, no, I'm
orange
not
and blue.
commentating.
Right.
That's Curly's
Guys,
listening.
I'm just gonna
Yeah,
have a little
that's-
break, right? I'll still be here, but I'm just gonna create my helmet. Alright, for the season, alright? And I'm gonna...
Wow.
So yeah, I know it's a bit clumsy, but I'm just gonna do it as a joke. Because obviously I don't wanna embarrass myself.
I did mine last night.
Show
I
me
dig
yours
up a
then.
pup.
Send me a screenshot of yours then.
Screenshot. I don't want to leave this. Go on to my look at. Oh, you can see it in the video. In what's it called? If you go into self promotion in Discord,
Yeah.
I got a little battle with me and Get Noted in Hungary last night.
Yeah,
You can see the helmet there.
Yeah, got you. Oh, that one. Aha.
Yeah, it's
Red
like
and-
the playing cards one.
Yeah.
The red and
Which you
black.
from yesterday, right?
So I
Yeah,
get purple and
that's
black
nice. That's what
original.
Carlos
Why
Sainz
is
is, isn't
Nice
it?
Job joined?
I'm probably spectating up now.
Yeah.
I'll send you a screenshot of mine.
What on Discord?
No, PlayStation, you numpty.
PlayStation. What the fuck? I don't know. Do I?
I don't trust you with Discord. I don't trust you, bro. I think
Plain
Getner is going to
cookie.
be more calm today.
Plain Cookie's just gone quickest on mediums, 5 lap old mediums.
Strixon's gone.
Yeah.
Quickest.
I don't know if this
Foxy's
feels
gone
comfortable. I don't know
quickest.
if I... Do I feel comfortable with gloves on? I don't know. I don't know. Do I put the gloves on or what? Oh, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough though, isn't it? Right. I'll send you a screenshot now. There you are. Just for you. Just for you. Ricardo, just for you.
Well, I'll see what helmet you're wearing anyway tonight because I'll be watching the Twitch. So yeah, I'll be sitting on my sofa enjoying it. But,
Yes, bro. Send you.
I ain't got it. There we go. Let's have a look at this diabolical thing. What on earth is that?
What's wrong with that?
What is that?
Is that terrible? Is that a bad helmet?
What is that?
Is that terrible?
So you've got black, gold, purple, and cyan, and you're driving for a
How's that
green car.
Mate, I'm changing it.
Pick
Blue.
pink.
Blue.
And you drive for. No, there's purple on it. There's like pink on it at the top.
That's my gloves, you... Yeah, that's my fucking thing. I'm changing it to orange and blue, you numpty.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm changing it to
What
orange
drive
and
you?
blue.
What car are you driving for?
McLaren.
I see that makes a bit more sense actually.
Is that bad then or not? For McLaren?
For McLaren, it's. I thought you were driving for Aston Martin.
No! I'm changing my badge anyway to orange and blue. Numpty. Can't believe you. I actually can't believe you.
Mate, I don't know all the driving for Tier 1. I haven't
Look
looked
at the
them properly.
lineup, you turd.
I saw them when they were like half published. But they've all been changed.
You're an embarrassment. You're actually an embarrassment. I can't believe you. I actually can't believe you, man. I can't believe you. You've really upset me now, Spray. You really have.
Skill issue.
Shut up. Well, I'll send you another screenshot now with the actual thingy, Bobby. Alright, you might like it now. Is that better now?
I ain't got it yet.
I know, I'll send it to you now. Don't worry about the race suit, because I'm not using it for a race suit, am I? What do you think now, boy?
It's alright colour though, is it? It's like it's more of a gold than a papaya.
Should I find another one then? Well, let me try this,
Wait.
because I did this before, my
Wait,
other
who
one.
said you need? Who said you need the orange helmet? What goes well with orange?
Blue.
Black? Blue? Yeah, blue.
The colour that the team's using. I don't know about, I don't know what what do you think of this one now?
Well, obviously my guy is Cameroonian because I thought that people take it like in FIFA Pro Clubs where you just make your guy look like some discombobulated player.
Right, let's have a look what you think of this one.
I didn't realise people would actually put their like real nation on as their guy, so I was like, oh, I'm gonna be a white Asian woman who's Cameroonian. And then I joined RLR and
You
they were
know
like,
we are live on
wait, you're
TV.
Cameroonian and a woman. I'm like, no, I'm not.
We're live on YouTube TV right now, and you're being embarrassing.
How?
Oh, don't worry about it. Right, try that one. What do you think of that one?
So all my helmets were based off the Cameroonian flag.
Just send it to one person.
That's what all my helmets were based off of, and then I
Right,
just
Sprite,
switched to the red
look
one
at that
from
one I just
Ferrari.
sent.
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah, should I have that one?
That's better.
Yeah?
I still love my Brazil helmet from last year. It's like a proper Senna helmet. It looks brilliant.
Well, you're only having it from Brazil, right?
Hmm?
So, should I keep that one as my helmet then?
Yeah, if you want it.
Do you think is it good or not? If it's not,
I
I'll-
like. I like it.
Good.
Playing Cookie currently on a hot lap at the minute, and he's just gone purple in the middle sector. He's up on his personal best by 3/10. So this could be at least P2 for the moment, as the Red Bull has now just got the final corner to go, and this should be quite a good lap here for the Red Bull here in pre-season, and it's going to be a 16.6, and it goes quickest.
That's a
ever.
very good fucking lap. Holy shit.
Just fit a tier 1 driver.
That's almost matched my Hungary time trial time. Even though I'm actually not that good at... I was good at Hungary in the last game, just not this game.
I'm about to post it on my Insta, so.
Well, my first ever win was at Hungary, like my first ever race win. And that's when you and Josh were commentating.
Yeah, it's foot contact. I'm
you
only
remember
commentating
that?
this week only. So.
Do you remember that race in KRL, Josh? When I won?
Yeah, how many times did you win though? Only once?
What, in KRL? I won 3 times in KRL in that season.
Yeah.
Yeah, I won... I think, well, I've got on my Discord, like, all my all-time stats. I've got 3 wins and 12 podiums. The 3 wins and 11 of the podiums are from KRL. Oh no, 10 of them were from KRL. I've got 2 in GRL.
GRL
One was
more
at
challenging,
Bahrain
isn't it?
and one was in the Brazil mini season. So all my stats basically come from KRL. But my first ever win was Hungary. In the Ferrari as well. So I'm back in the Ferrari for Tier 1, back at Hungary. It's Gascony. It's happening. I'm going to win. And Ghost is going to be 6th again, because he's dog.
Well, first
Right.
post on Insta in about ages. So.
Right, we have 44 seconds left of our qualifying session.
Who's on pole?
30 seconds.
Who's on pole?
Playing
Plain
Cookie at the
Cookie is
minute.
on pole for the minute. Strixon was on a lap, but he ended up spinning
He
out.
went,
I'm gonna
purple.
try and drive right at Hungary with my gloves on.
But
Where
yeah,
is he?
Strickland spun at turn 6 on the really high curb, so he invalidated his lap. But I think he was looking good at one point.
Yeah, he went purple in the first sector.
The Alfa Romeo has retired. Who's on a lap? Plain Cookie is on a lap through his first sector. Takes turn 4 quite narrow, which is very good for him. Comes to the first sector line, but he's down by 3/10. So let's get off him. May stays in P2 in the pit lane, and Vicky's on his lap, but he has to abort due to a snapper and the exit of turn 3. Strickson across the line, he does not improve. Mosquito is only 400ths off his time, but can he match his, or can he better his sector 3, can maybe push himself up to likely 4th place? No, he can. He's gone into the pit lane. Curly is also on a lap. He's down, or he's gained 3/10 on himself, looking to try and close up to his teammate in the other McLaren. What's happened through turns 12, 13, 14, very tight. That's very nice from Curly. Power down, he's now 5/10 under his time. Right now he's on board for P10, but he's not going to be too far off of his teammate Webb Scappen, trying to make it a 9:10 for both McLaren drivers. Vicky, still on his lap, has not finished yet, but he is gone into the pit lane, so it's likely it's going to be a plain cookie pole position. But Curly crosses the line, puts himself into P10, only 4/10 off his teammate. And that is the end of our pre-season Hungary quali session.
And yeah, playing cookie on pole for the race in pre-season testing here at the Hungaroring. So pretty decent. Not too much action, but yeah, there's a Red Bull on pole again. As we saw from last season, Red Bull were on pole for a good amount of times. But it's playing cookie on pole here in pre-season. And we'll see what happens in the race. Who has the race pace as we go through the grid rundown? Playing cookie on pole with a 116.625. May, we don't really count him too much. Well, we don't really count him because he's tier 1. He has a 16.748 anyway. Wicked in the Ferrari. He has a 116.816. He is P3. Waxo P4 in the Alpine. Daz P5 in the Merc. Mosquito P6 in the Ferrari. Nilsi P7 in the Alpine. Spandan 8th in the Merc, and both McLarens are 9 and 10 of Webstappen and Curly. The Alfa Romeo P11 Vapors or whatever. Storm King's P12 in the Alpha Tauri, and then Aaron P13, and then I don't know what nice job's doing there. But yeah, there is our grid rundown for the Hungarian Grand Prix pre-season testing.
I keep on reaching myself on that curb, you know, in turn 1 or 2.
Well then, we are here as the drivers are now lined up on the grid. Is it the formation lap?
Yeah, it should be.
No, not this one. There's a glitch in the formation.
Oh yeah, there is, isn't there?
There should not be, I don't think, because it's a bit unfair. Yeah.
No, it is on formation lap.
Spray and pray. I can't lie, mate. Today you might actually beat me because I'm using gloves, right, and I'm struggling to freaking turn the car. So, yeah, you might have a chance today.
Well then, formation lap begins here in pre-season testing, and May basically gets us underway for the formation lap. As Plain Cookie got a slow getaway on the formation lap, so.
Oh, because that Wongfi has also joined, and Nice Job has joined, because that's fair.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
hey,
So
it doesn't
unfair, isn't
matter.
it? It's so unfair for these two drivers, isn't it?
And once again, let's just quickly go through drivers, please, or helmets. Oh, okay, I've got my winner already.
Who is it, lad? Tell me.
Wongfi. Look at that. It's brilliant.
Let's have a look.
Oh, because it's a winning style. Oh, nice.
Now, well, look at Wongfi's helmet.
Yeah, because he was a winning driver last season. That's why he's saying, "Oh, I like long things."
Right then, as we look at
It's
the
fine,
tyres...
Josh. I want you to beat Mac, though. The more incidents from YouTube boys could help us.
Right then, as we look at the tyres, Plain Cookie is going to start on the mediums, May's going to start on the soft so he gets a better getaway into turn 1. But I don't think that really matters too much. Nice job in tier 2, what a go. I can agree on that one. So it's mainly all medium here in this. But as the drivers are now going to line up on the grid for our first lap in pre-season, and it will be our first lap in season 5 of our Global Racing League, as they're now going to line up on the grid for 18 laps around the Hungarian Grand Prix, as they're now all lining up on the grid, as we've just got to wait for a couple more drivers to stop warming up their tyres and actually get a move on to line themselves up. There's a lot of disqualifications, as we're getting a nice little view for the lights, which is actually pretty much better than all the views that I've had in recent times. But there we are then, we are at 5 red lights and one thing's got to drive through, but away we go. Here for pre-season in season 5 in GRL, and that is Plain Cookie off to the best start, as that is Mosquito into the wall already. Wongfi is out of this race already. Well, lap one ain't even, yeah. The race ain't even started, but as May and Waxo going wheel to wheel, and yeah, Plain Cookie keeps his lead and he's on the mediums as well. So Vapor's got a really good start as well, as his wheel to wheel with Spandan, and Vapors is
he has
away.
Spandan's right on the back of him though. They went through the exit at turn 3 and Spandan was going to have a go at him, but he did just have to go back out. But coming up to turn 5 now, yeah, I think Spandan will get this position back. There's been a collision at the back involving Curly. I don't know what's happened, but he has had a little spin. And there is a...
It's a virtual
VSC?
safety car, yeah, VSC.
Okay, Immortal, I'm not sure if you've done racing before, but you cannot overtake under VSC.
Let's have a look. If I can find him.
He just went past Mosquito and they got told to give the position back, so that was weird.
Yeah, I didn't see that one, but yeah. Yeah, just a VSC.
Has Curly got any damage? It didn't look like he had damage. Oh, he has damage. Yeah. He's missing a wing.
Yeah. A lot of damage. Not
and
just
then
damage.
Nilsi is also at the... How did Nilsi go so far down, or did he not qualify?
He did qualify. I think he must have got caught up with Curly in that incident, so... Yeah, that's why he's so far down. There's a lot of people in the box, definitely for front wing changes. Wicked's in there. I think that's in there. No, he's not. I'm reading that completely wrong. So the bottom...
Actually, Storm went in for the early pit stop. He can have his wing change. I think he's gone for the one stop on the medium tyre.
Okay.
So he's going for... yeah, I think they're just going to get rid of their 20 seconds. How long's a pit stop here? Like 23 seconds? So they'd rather buy their chances.
Was it about 18 seconds?
Yeah, it could be actually. But underway we have... there is a few position changes. I think Srixon cut the chicane and gained the position. So realistically he should give it back, but obviously we do not have the access to a live steward's room to tell him to give the position back. So it is pure instinct.
Yeah, he's got a 5 play sorry, not 5 plays.
Yeah, there
5
we
second. Yeah, there's our first penalty of the evening.
Oh yes, because he probably didn't give the position back. He got the penalty.
Yeah. Oh, someone spun, and that is May into the wall.
That's not
He
a
got,
good start for him in...
He got
He's not
very
in
close
tier
for
2, he's in
comfort
tier
on the
1.
throttle, and he just binned it, and the RS is
Has he
enabled
got
for the first time.
damage?
Yes, I did see a front wing fly off.
Spanning having a little go at Vapors there. Down into turn... Turn 1's a very forgiving braking zone, it's very wide and there's a lot of different lines you can take for turn 1. Spandon tried to go for the one line which didn't have a line through, and he got blocked off by Vapors, so he couldn't get that move done just yet. Anyone who's in the Alpha Romeo suddenly knows how to defend really well. First it was Curly, now it's Vapors.
Well, Alfa Romeo do indeed have some experience in defending. Valtteri Bottas, quite good at defending as well, so yeah. As there's an attack between Verstappen and Nice Job, and a Nice Job has got him. Not a nice move there from the Williams driver, who's actually in tier 1, so yeah, he shouldn't really be here, but he obviously got the invite to join us.
Nice Job's probably a top 3 contender for tier 1 championship, let alone a practice race in Hungary in tier 2.
Yeah, he's made up from 14th, is it, to 7th in 3 laps.
Spandon is all over the back of Vapors here. He's all over him. He has managed to hold on, but he's got another slipstream into turn 1. He's going to go round the outside. He's been left a bit of room. He's going to go for the switch back, but he just runs into the back of him. He just cannot get the power down. Vapor's positioning it well again, but he's going to get a lot of slipstream down here. And that was a bit of a nudge there from Vapors, maybe. That looked like a bit of a nudge. I think Spandon did go for the gap that was there, but as they both turned in, Spandon onto the high curbs, which are way too dangerous around this track.
I swear something like that happened between... Yeah. I swear something like that happened between Noted and Well Anyway.
What?
Like, at that same corner that Noted got spun round.
Yeah, literally. Yeah. If you go into the, I think it's general chat on Discord, it's Curly calling Well Anyway, Wallaway. And it's honestly brilliant.
Oh.
Yeah, where is it? I'll quickly play it. Yeah, so they go both into that corner. Will anyway, like, front ends him, if you know what I mean? He goes...
Yeah.
Wallaway is in third, but needs to make contact! Get Noted and Wallaway!
Good old Wallaway. It's fucking brilliant. I love it. Good old Wallaway. And there is a nice job to also make up the position on Vapors with a good send down into turn 1. But Vapors is going to fight this back now. It's because Nice Job had the DRS, but he is now up to 5th place. Nice Job, you do not be proud of yourself, fella.
Storm Kings has retired in the pits. Can't understand that, really.
And Mosquito is not having a good race, almost like his season from last year at the Mercedes. He thought switching the power units would try and fix his driving. This has not worked, so he's currently 13th place and has spun. And the leaders are very close to lapping him. I think he did have an early pit stop as well. There's also another spin at turn 1, which I don't know who that is actually. Is that Wolfie?
Storm Kings.
Oh, Storm.
Yeah. I think Wabstappen will have a chance here on Vapors Landlord in the Alfa Romeo.
Well, let's see how aggressive he is. Oh, Vapors like a very good little wobble when he's found the gap. Wabstappen's managed to thread the needle there. Like a little wobble. Vapors did actually go back onto his line originally to try and cut him off, but because one was not enough to cover the Flying Dutchman. Wait, is Wabstappen actually Dutch, right?
I don't know. He's just sent it on the inside.
Sent it. Oh. It's very good driving from Wabstappen there to avoid the collision and keep the position. But he's going to back into turn 2. He's going to send it down the inside. Wabstappen get a bit of squeeze for room there. I mean, that is what Tom and Shay should be doing for Tom's perspective.
Very aggressive from the Alfa Romeo. Very aggressive, and you like to see it.
But it's good to see, in my opinion.
Yeah. It's a bit of
action
as well.
That's not penalty worthy. It's good racing. It's what it's meant to be like.
It's something what Verstappen will do in 2021.
I like
so.
it. By the way, Webstappen is Dutch, isn't he? Or is he just called Webstappen? So good to call him the Flying Dutchman. But
I have no idea.
I'm going to gamble and say he's Dutch.
Probably is because of the name.
Gamble. Yeah. And anyone who ends in Skaben is probably Dutch.
Yeah.
It's like all Croatian people ending itch. Like, if you go on any footballer from Croatia, it's like Ilic, Brozovic, Modric.
Yeah.
There's loads. They're all itch.
Kovacic.
So Webstappen, once again, coming up to the final turn and onto this heavy pit straight with the sample of DRS. Webstappen is gearbox right now. Webstappen alongside. There's not a lot of straight line speed you're going to get around this track due to the high downforce necessary. So the DRS doesn't actually do much for Webstappen. So Vapors does keep the position, but he's going to get another bit of DRS and slipstream. He does look for the gap down the inside, but he just, I think he broke a bit too much, and he saw Vapors went to cover the line, and he could not get that move done. But he definitely is. The time is definitely coming for him to get the overtake done. I think the overtake is done through strategy. I think he does an undercut here and gets ahead.
Yeah, he's defending really well, this Alfa Romeo. I've never seen him race, so he's quite aggressive and he's good at defending. So it's like Max Verstappen mixed with
maybe because you're not allowed to move into the braking zone.
Yeah.
I like the aggressive. Just tone it down a little bit so you don't get any penalties for next season. Very good reactions from Webstappen. This is chance to get a bit more aggressive with him now. They've made contact.
Yeah.
It is a big wheel bang, and Spanden's just gone into the side of Webstappen as well. There is a very big wheel bang there, and Webstappen is going to have to pit for a new wing, I believe. Oh no, Spanden will, I mean. But Vapors in the pit lane. Yeah, I mean, I think he can get away with it for the minute, but during the next season, he's going to be one very busy man for the stewards. If he can keep, there's nothing wrong with defending like that and making the other driver back out, but there's a certain level of, let's just calm it down a bit.
Yeah.
Because he went into that tight chicane and he was on the outside line. Webstappen attempted to take it and he fucking darted over to the other side. So it's aggressive, but they just has to just calm it down a bit. And it's going to be a very tight pit exit here between Nusi and Webstappen. And Nusi has got the warmer tyres, so he should get the position. Webstappen's got a very long stint on these soft tyres, a 10-lap stint, which is not going to be an easy job. And because they are cold, he's gone very wide into turn 2. Just does enough to stay ahead. But Nusi, that's very good reactions. Webstappen, due to his tighter line through turn 2 and 3, had a very bad exit. And Nusi, who took the wider line, who had the better momentum, just had to get himself on the brakes to avoid a collision. That's very nice driving.
Well, we've got Waxo into the box now in the Alpine.
Yep.
He's coming for his first stop, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he is. He's coming in for his first stop. And he's going to pop on the mediums as you normally would do in a one-stop race.
Yep, not going to be a lot of variation in strategy. It's either going to be a medium to soft or a soft to a medium.
That's only in the 25%, but in 50% these days, it's a medium to hard. So yeah, everyone likes to start on the faster tyre first and then end on the slower tyre. So yeah,
I don't mind the medium hard strategy for long races, but unless your name is Just Moment, you've got to start on the softs. Oh no, sorry, if you are Just Moment.
I know someone else. Yeah, I know someone else who started on the softs and then ended on the hards.
It was a bit of a running joke for me and good old Wallaway, as Curly would call him, that he'd always be on soft. Every race would be like medium, hard, soft. Every race, without a doubt, Just Moment is going to be on soft tyres.
Alright then, we've got 9 laps to go. No, is that right? Yeah. Yeah, it is right.
Yeah, it will be. Now it's not.
Yeah. As Playing Cookie is moving us on to lap 10 out of 18 in this pre-season test here for Hungary. Also for next week as well, so yeah, it will be a sprint weekend as well for us in Tier 2. It's going to be a long night. I'm going to stay on board
with Webstappen and Vapors here because they are very close through the left and right section of Sector 3. Yeah. Well, yeah, Vapors is a. He's not trying to brake check deliberate. It looks like he's not trying to brake check, but he's very, very cautious on the brakes. Nice to go nice and early. So Verstappen is having to hold up his race because of this. Vicky in the pit lane once again should be ahead of both the Alfa Romeo and the McLaren.
Yeah.
But it is going to be close. But now Verstappen down into
Oh,
turn one.
nice
He does around the
move.
outside, but changes to the inside. Vapors
Very
left
aggressive.
a bit of room, pushed off the track, and if you're aggressive, you got to be aggressive to at least get the position back. That's good from Verstappen.
Oh,
But
he's
okay,
gone a
that's a
little bit wide.
ridiculous lunge. Come on, that's a ridiculous lunge.
Terrible.
You can't be doing that.
Sorry, family.
Well, he's got
I'm
a
all good
lesson
for
to
being
learn.
I'm all good for being aggressive, but come on, calm it down a bit. Not everyone is going to move for you. And you're lucky you're with a good driver like Verstappen. But if you're with someone who is more fighting for the win, they are not going to move for you. That was very nearly a collision, but or maybe
it's
Verstappen
like-
did manage to save him.
If it's wheel to wheel, then I'd leave space, obviously. But like, if it's from like a second down, then I'd understand.
He was almost 3/10 down into an arguably a fourth gear turn. That's a difficult move that you're going to make.
Well, he's got to learn a lesson going into the sprint weekend in Tier 2 next week.
Yeah, no, I agree with you.
It'll be a very big lesson to learn because obviously it's the sprint. You can't be aggressive in qualifying, obviously, but yeah, he's taking it off the road as well, which is it's just not good enough.
Nooses all over the back of him. He did have a look down the inside just to see if he can force out a mistake, which did not happen. But obviously, Vapor's race is being held up with the amount of defending he is having to do.
Well, we've got Plain Cookie into the box.
Nooses lost it, but he does manage to save it without completely destroying his car. He's gonna have damage, but he saves it. Plain Cookie in the pit lane.
And Nice will get
Nice
ahead.
job pitted already?
If we have a look, no, he hasn't. So
No.
yeah,
So he is going to have to pit.
yeah. So Plain Cookie will take that lead off anyway, because Daz has also got a box as well. So, well, hopefully for them two drivers, they're waiting for a safety car to come out, and then Daz can serve a 5-second time penalty if he's allowed to.
Oh, I think Vapors has had a little wobble. Because Curly's now on the back of him. Now, this is going to be a very good test between Curly and Vapors. Both of what I am very slowly assuming that are both very good and aggressive defenders. Let's see what their overtaking is like.
But he'll have a big one.
Well, Curly's made it very simple.
Unless
On the
Vapors absolutely send one on the inside.
If
I've done it at turn one
He
before.
can get away with sending it here, just not on the next turn. Yeah, he's very late on the brakes. There's a bit of a nudge onto the gearbox of Curly, and that is going to compromise his exit a little bit. He doesn't have the DRS, but he does have more momentum going down into turn 3. Curly has to take the curb as a bit of a protection. Curly runs him a bit wide. Yeah. Oh, that's good racing, actually. That's very good racing. Curly still on the back of him here. Oh, he's gone wide again to turn 5. Can he hold it around the outside? Vapors comes back up the inside. There's a lot of wheel banging.
But all around, good racing, I've got to say. And Curly making
that was much better, I think.
Yeah.
There's always going to be a bit of contact, but as long as it's not a proper contact, it doesn't matter. But he is all over the place. There's another wheel bang.
Well, Vapor's got to be careful if he
he's
wants
all
to do
over
that.
the place. He's absolutely all over the place. Curly, can he make this move stick? He does have a little look up the inside, but he just cannot make it stick. Just for all Curly's rear-ending him. He did not expect him to break that early.
Yeah, I think he's gone diving into the pits.
Yeah.
One thing
Curly
I didn't
did
realise.
rear-end him, but I like the aggressive defending from Vapors, but I think the overtaking is a bit questionable. I think he's asking for a bit too much.
I think as well, it will be a very big lesson once he gets into the stewards, and obviously if he's going to brake early, then it's a front wing change actually.
Yeah.
I'd understand. But unfortunately, mate, if you've never league raced, then I'd practice in career mode if I was you. But not to be rude, but you know, try race wheel to wheel with some AI, and then maybe get. Obviously, he has he has good defending and stuff, but I
Yeah,
think
the defending is fine, but the overtaking is questionable.
he
I think he's asking way too much to his overtaking.
and as you can see as well, he's been lapped. So
I mean,
yeah,
he tried to send a 3/10 gap into a fourth gear turn. That's never gonna. If it's a heavy braking zone, maybe a second gear turn at max, he can get away with it. But at that level, it's ridiculous. He shouldn't
yeah,
be trying to make that
something
move.
like turn one, just send it there. That's really the
And
only
there's
overtaking
also a lot
opportunity.
of time for him to see in the mirrors to see if he's gonna send it or not. In the turn like that, you're more worried about getting the car in and then trying to get on the power.
Well,
So I think I like the defending, but he definitely needs to tone it down for next week on the overtaking part.
yeah, I think
It's all good being aggressive, but you have to be aggressive and not have any consequences by doing it.
and as well, if like I said, you might as well just practice your overtaking on career mode or something, or Grand Prix mode. So
You get a lot of opportunities racing against actual players instead of AI. You're going to get opportunities, and people are going to have little wobbles and little spins. Because that is going to happen in these sort of races. They are very smooth, and they do give you a lot of space.
well, sometimes the AI they're aggressive, and sometimes they're just so quick on the straight line. But yeah, I was playing some career mode, and I could not keep up with them at all. So yeah, or just practice in social lobbies or something. But obviously, you get dirty drivers there.
Yeah,
So
obviously.
it's very hard to find a clean lobby. Well, as playing Cookie leads, he's led every single lap of this race. He's ahead of Nice Job, who is going to lap Vapors, which is not going to be very ideal. But unless he's ghosted, yeah, he's ghosted, so that's all right for the time being. For not as Immortal has lost the position to Vapors, and as you can see there as well, they're going to go well to well.
Aussie, just to note that Nice Job is a tier 1 driver. He's not tier
Yeah,
2.
yeah,
Just to make it clear.
yeah.
But here we have Immortal on the back of Vapors, who we've seen a lot of this race. A lot of it. Vapors loves that heavy brake pedal. Yep, no threat. Very nicely done. He made up 4/10 just by braking. Is that good braking or very poor braking from Immortal? I can't tell.
I don't know. I can't tell either. But yeah, playing Cookie, he's leading every single lap so far, unless something happens. There's
Yeah,
no.
the actual podium is Cookie, Voxy, and Strixon at the minute.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna count Nice Job. Bit unfair.
Obviously, it's a tier 1 driver, so it's the
Yeah,
same with May.
it's only a practice race, isn't it?
It's not going to count. It's not going to count. So there's no points
Just
given.
hoping.
There's no,
No,
as I
no
say,
points
no
given.
points
It's
given on a
just,
Saturday. But sometimes there is. So yeah. Sometimes there is.
Just a
Sometimes there's
way
not.
of seeing who the contenders are, really.
Yeah.
Vicky has a little wobble going into the chicane, so Verstappen does pick up P6. I'm gonna go back to it, unfortunately, but I still like what Vapors is doing, but it is very fucking dangerous. Like, it is very dangerous.
If it was real life, it'd probably kill someone.
I don't know if he's done league racing before, but he's gonna be one very busy man in the stewards. Well, I'm a steward, so I'm gonna have to deal with it.
Right, we're off to Mackey's.
Well,
Why is
playing.
why is Josh playing fucking Danny May?
I don't even know.
You hit when so you hand the controller to
Oh. Well, either way, I mean, Nice Job is gaining so much. As you can tell, he's a tier 1 driver, so you can see he's getting all the
Yeah.
brake zones correct. He's
I mean,
getting all
for
the
me, he's a
lines.
contender for top 3. I think you've got a few contenders up there, say, noted, Wallaway, a nice job. I'm not going to stop calling him Wallaway. It's too good.
It's funny.
I love it.
Yeah.
I can't talk. I love it. It's so good. Good old Wallaway.
Well,
Kylie,
then-
if you're listening to this, please bring back Wallaway. That's my one ask of you. Bring it back.
Right then, as we enter the final lap of this race, it's now all eyes on playing Cookie in pre-season testing here in the Hungaroring. As now, for the final time this week, well, it won't be for the final time this season, he'll be coming around these corners, because he's got next week to go, so he needs to hope that he performs this well, going into round 1. But obviously, we'll see what happens between now and then. It's only pre-season, nothing too much is going to happen. But although, what's going to happen is we're going to see who is really the title contenders for this season. Because obviously we've got new drivers coming in and out. I mean, there's a lot of drivers from Tier 2 that have gone into Tier 1 this season. And there's a lot of there's a lot of people that have come out of Tier 1 as well for this season. So yeah, as playing Cookie is now going to come around the final sector with just 2 corners to go. And now playing Cookie has just got the final corner. Coming around the final corner, playing Cookie is going to win in pre-season testing at the Hungaroring. So that's very nice to see for the Red Bull. Obviously no points given, it's only pre-season, so yeah, we really know who is the quickest. Nice job P2, but that doesn't really count. So Waxo, he'll come around the final corner to grab home a strong P3. Although, it doesn't really matter, we know who's the quickest, and that's our top 3 done.
Who was your driver of the day, by the way? We got a commentator's driver of the day and a driver voted driver of the day. So who is it for you?
Well, I'm going to give driver of the day to playing Cookie. He's dominated the race from start to finish. I mean, I ain't really had to talk about him a lot, and that's what you call a true champion's performance.
I agree. I think playing Cookie. I think Wabscapen gets a good mention as well. He had a good battle with Vapors, obviously a bit aggressive at the end of it, but in terms of the attacking and both the defending, I thought it was quite a good battle. So for me, I'm going to go Wabscapen, but I do agree with you on Cookie. So we'll give it to Cookie for this race.
And then the grid rundown here for pre-season, as Noistov will not unfortunately be counted in Tier 2. He might be counted in Tier 1, but who knows. Obviously, Tom, Shay, they're going to be hard to contend with, so yeah. As now, Josh and Spray, they've got to go to Tier 1 in just a few moments' time as well, in just about 5 minutes' time.
Well, Curly will join in a minute anyway.
Yeah, it'll be live on Twitch anyway, so yeah. Here is going to be the podium celebration and then the grid rundown. As someone's just put something in the chat and I can't see for some odd reason. Yeah, it's not letting me see what's in the chat.
Well, and our first course of a 20 race calendar. I'm not going to count Nice Job because he's tier 1, so I'm not going to include him on the podium. So we have Voxy wrapping up in the Alpine with a very solid performance. Srixel, I'm going to say, rounds out the podium. It's a 3/4 technically for Spandon and Srixel, the Mercedes duo. We have Wabscapen in the McLaren rounding off a very nice comfortable P6. Vicky in the Ferrari did have a few issues I saw on the up to turn 5. He had a lot of spins. Nosy in the other Alpine wrapped off a pretty successful day in P8, along with Curly in P9. That's probably McLaren's level for the minute. May tier 1 doesn't count. Mosquito, P11, which I kind of expected a bit more. Immortal, I haven't really seen much of, and then we have the most aggressive driver I've ever seen in Vapors.
Yeah, Curly's just said Vapor is terrible. He's just put that in the chat as well. It's not showing up on my phone, but it's showing up on my PlayStation. That he's just put that. So yeah, he'll have to look into it. But yeah, who do you think's going to win the championship in Tier 2 after that one?
Well, I said Strixon, and honestly, I'm not going to change my decision. I like playing Cookie. I think he does have a real shot, but I'm more hoping that it's a one race, not a one race thing, but an uncommon procedure that could happen. So I'm going to stick my money on Span, not on Strixon.
Well then, the stream's got to come to a close now, so yeah, that is it from us at Global Racing League in Tier 2, and yeah, unfortunately now we've got to go because Tier 1 will be live shortly on Twitch, so I'll see you a lot later. Goodbye everyone.